Show.
Oh, that it is. Yet another Cuse game day is upon us on this snowy Saturday all across CNY. My goodness, you couldn't see anything this morning. Found our way to the studio just fine, though, this afternoon. Getting you ready for, I'm assuring you, a slightly less snowy game down in Tallahassee today. An hour out between Cuse and Florida State. A split-day, split-team doubleheader. Yeah. That's how they draw it up. The women are down in Tallahassee tomorrow as well, as they have a two-game Southern road swing going from the loss at Georgia Tech on Thursday, taking on a very talented Florida State team tomorrow. Both the men and the women entering this weekend at 6 and 7, as detailed yesterday. That ain't been happening very often, quite ever in the history of Syracuse basketball. The days which it has occurred in the last 50 years can be counted on just a few hands. So unusual times here on the Syracuse basketball court as we arrive today for this one, getting you ready for Cuse and Florida State. Florida State's got a whole mess load of things going on here. They got, what don't they have going on? They got former players suing the head coach over NIL that never happened. They got an 0-2 record in the ACC themselves. They also have by far the oldest and longest tenured coach in the ACC in Leonard Hamilton, in a league where basically all of the old guard now, with Jim Larrañaga hanging him up just a couple of weeks ago, have vanished, have gone by the wayside, with Larrañaga gone, Tony Bennett gone shockingly right before the start of this season. Obviously, Jim Boeheim a couple of years ago, Mike Bray last year heading out the door, Coach K and Roy Williams before that. Leonard Hamilton is the only one of those long-tenured guys left, north of 20 years at his school, 20 years in the ACC. So we'll see how it all plays out today. The main thing we're attempting to keep an eye on now, and we'll update likely repeatedly throughout the show with multiple Harding and Mazzotti injury reports today, is the life and times of one J.J. Starling, who maybe will play today? Question mark? JJ was giving away precious little when we talked on Thursday. Joins me every Thursday, brought to you by RomanoCars.com in the 315. He was, we talked in the morning on Thursday. His literal next activity after we talked was doing a workout with the coaches. So he's got the, I don't know if cast is the right word, whatever, the thing he had on his hand. It wasn't really a hard cast, but he had a lot going on in his hand there. Apparently that is off. He has been doing stuff. We don't know what or whatnot he has been cleared for. We have not heard, as of last check, he had not been out to the court yet for warm-ups, but we'll keep you apprised of that as we go on throughout the show here today. If we hear anything on that, we will pass it along as we get closer toward tip time. Will he play? If he plays, will he start? If he plays and starts, the dude who's averaging 37 minutes a game. All right, now this just in on Twitter 2 minutes ago from Matt Park. He's on the air over on TGA 99. He is at the Tucker Center. Ooh, the broadcast position has been elevated there since I've less been down there. He is up high. He has tweeted a picture. Apparently in this picture somewhere is one. Where is he? I'm just going to believe Matt he's in the picture. There's a picture of the team warming up. Apparently one of these people is J.J. Starling. Matt's kind of high up. Is that J.J.? Is that J.J.? I will just believe Matt that one of these people is J.J. because he said that one of the people is J.J. Orange guard J.J. Starling is among the players warming up down there. Game time decision, missed 7 games with the broken non-shooting left hand. So something worth monitoring as we get closer to game time today. So we will keep you apprised of that. See if any information comes in on that as we get closer to tip time. We should have the starting lineups in hand. Syracuse better have that starting lineup submitted, and accurately so, before we get going. They didn't quite get that right the last time they were not playing in the Dome, so, see if they can make a step on that. First game of 2025, time to turn over a new leaf. I'll say this. I don't know where JJ's, if you miss, let's say he plays today. Let's speculate it in that direction. And if not today, clearly it sounds like sooner than later if he's at least out there mixing it up a bit in warm-ups. We've talked to him twice in the 315 over the course of the last 3 weeks or so. He is itching to get back out there. How healed is it? can you re-injure it by banging it again? Is it a pain tolerance thing? Is it going to screw up his shooting form? It's his left hand, not his right. We know the shoulder things from a couple of years ago at Notre Dame kind of screwed up his shooting form last year. But he's the team's best player. He's the team's leading scorer. He was the guy a month ago when he got hurt. He was the guy. And not that the team was any great shakes then, but man, it's taken a left turn since. And you look at the rest of the league, Florida State included. I'll toss most of the league in this pile. Most of the league this year is just, And I'm not saying Syracuse is any better than that, and they may be worse than that. Duke is better than that, and I don't know how many other teams are. But at least if you toss a healthy J.J. Starling out there, a 20-point-a-game, 37, 38-minute-a-game guy, realistically a guy that in the real nitty-gritty games is going 40 if he's healthy enough to do so. At least if you get into these Wake Forest kind of games close and late, Georgetown kind of games close and late, Notre Dame kind of games close and late, I'd circle those three as the ones that you can look at from Syracuse. We could have won those games. The Maryland game was going to go sideways regardless. But you look at those three games, it's down to a possession or two getting into the last few minutes. At least if you got your best guy in the court, you got a shot. Syracuse couldn't figure out the right things to do in those games without their best guy in the court. And last 4 minutes of all three of those games is like, at least if you got him in games like that, the rest of the team was capable of getting into a game like that. You do that, if you can at least, go coin flip in those games, you got something. But we'll see. We'll see how that all goes along. We'll see how that all goes along, but something to keep an eye on over the course of the next hour or so. If, when, how, who, anything we can find out about J.J. Starling, we'll keep you apprised here on the radio, in the chat, on Cuse Sports Talk, both on the Twitch and on the YouTubes, as per usual. All right, let's look back at one of these games that depending on how you look at it, it either got away early or it got away late. If we look back to New Year's Eve afternoon in the Dome earlier this week on Tuesday, Syracuse was down 16-2 literally before the first media timeout. Red had to call a timeout because they didn't even make it to the first media timeout, and the wheels had come off, careened, and the car had crashed and turned sideways into the wall and caught fire. It was 16-2. It was a mess. Chris Bell out. Chopper Moore out. Literally, Lucas Taylor and Kyle Cuff came in at that point with slightly more than 36 minutes to go in the game and never exited, and were the two best players for Syracuse a majority of the day, and dragged Syracuse back into the game. Taylor had 16. Cuff had a career-high 14 points in the game, though his shot went awry late. But Syracuse was down 16-2. I mean, that game, especially after the last month of Syracuse basketball, that game felt immediately over. This is what's happening today. It looked like they were about to give up 95 and lose by 30. And if you thought anything else after the first 4 minutes of the game, frankly, I don't believe you. I mean, that's after we watched the last month, that's what felt like was happening on Tuesday in the Dome. And then, blink, about an hour-ish later of real time, suddenly Syracuse is up 6 in the second half. You're like, how did that happen? And then it slid away late. You don't have a Starling to lean on down the stretch. The offense got stagnant and lacking ideas down the stretch late in the game. Wake Forest made their free throws, pulls away, and wins by 10. Syracuse couldn't hit a shot late. But it's led to many, many questions coming out of that game. And the first starts quite literally with the start. The change from Bell and Chapa to Taylor and Cuff. And now add in the variable of Starling, not even considering that. But the 2-for-2 change that we saw 4 minutes into the game, less than 4 minutes into the game, led to the obvious question to Red after the game if he's considering changing the starting five.
I have no idea. We just got to keep plugging away. I got to, figure this thing out. We have to figure this thing out. We can't continually, keep starting and digging ourselves holes. It's tough enough. The frustrating part is that, probably the last couple of games that we played, you go back, we've had chances to kind of win these games and self-inflicted, just mistakes.
The turnovers of late have been astronomical. The Orange have turned the ball over in the last 3 games. So Maryland, Bucknell, and Wake Forest. 60 times. Not 16, 60. 20 a game. They've gone 21, 21, and 18. And all of that heading into today against Florida State, who, what's that now? Florida State's doing what? Right. Florida State is leading the ACC in steals, forced turnovers, and blocked shots. And Syracuse, the last 3 games, can't get out of their own way for just holding on to the basketball. Not an ideal combination going into this game. If you get Starling back, you half feel better about that. The other half of you wonders, how's JJ's ball security going to be? He's coming off a broken left hand a month ago. So, yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of thoughts in this one. And part of the reason, I think, going back to the last question of will Red change the starting lineup, we grew very used to Jim Boeheim over the years and decades and a half century of almost always, not always, but darn near always, regardless of what happened at the beginning of the game, regardless of how fast somebody got the hook, regardless of how the rest of the first half played out, I'd say not 100% of the time, but darn close under Jim Boeheim, the starting lineup for the second half was the same as the starting lineup for the game, regardless of how the first half played out. That was not the case with Kyle Cuff and Lucas Taylor starting the second half on Tuesday.
No, I'm trying to win. At the end of the day, there's no messages to being sent, right? I'm trying to win. And I got the decisions to make, and those are the decisions I make, and I live with them. And, again, it's enough to support the decisions that I make. All right, it's enough. And, that's just kind of, the decision I made. I just thought they gave us the best chance. Again, we got up, we turn it over. We get up, we miss a free throw. We get up, we miss out a rebound. Again, just things that just can't happen. We had a chance, a couple of loose balls, we don't get.
And you look at how the game determined, it's the turnovers and it was the sloppiness, realistically, that ended up costing Syracuse that game in the end, both at the beginning and then again at the end.
Too many turnovers, 18 turnovers, and we had 3. We've had that, in the last 3 games, 18-plus turnovers, unforced turnovers as well, some scoring opportunities, and then at the wrong time, and free throws. When you need to make them in these close games, because that's what these games are, you have to be able to make those, and we just haven't done those. I thought our defense, for the most part, gave us a chance. We get a rebound, and it slips out of our hand, or we get a closed basket, we get close to the basket, we miss a layup. Those are the things that bother you the most.
So a little bit of red from after the game on Tuesday. Syracuse's a 10-point loss to Wake Forest that, man, simultaneously both could have been much, much worse considering the start down 16-2 less than 4 minutes in. And considering you're up 6 midway through the second half, could have been a lot better. Could have been a lot better. All things considered on Tuesday. Either way, the Orange enter today in Tallahassee 6-7. Under 500 on New Year's Day for the first time in more than 60 years, going back to 1963, and taking on a fellow winless team in league play. Both Syracuse and Florida State are 0-2 in the league. FSU got just carpet bombed from the outside by Louisville a couple weeks ago when they last played. FSU actually hasn't played in 2 weeks. And during that time, their head coach has gotten sued by 6 former players over $1.5 million of promised NIL that never materialized. So for everything Syracuse has got going on, FSU's like, oh yeah, at least your head coach isn't getting sued. Congrats on that. So, there's a lot going on the court down in Tallahassee today. Apparently in the court in Tallahassee today. With that, we will take a break. When we come back, we'll open the phone lines if you'd like at 315-437-7644. We'll get you a little bit of Red, who visits with Orange Nation every Thursday for the rest of the year. Brought to you by Oswego County Mutual. We'll do that coming up as well. All that as we roll along. Tip time just past 6 on TK99, ESPN 1200, and ACC Network tonight. Eric Diefendorf, the color analyst on TV today. All that as we continue here on Cuse Sports Talk at ESPN Radio.
Syracuse.
What is up, chat? So, Mike, setting aside the fifth-year thing, do you actually know what the deadline is for McCord to put his name in the draft? Because I have read and read and read, and I've seen like 7 different dates, and I don't know what the answer is. And it's bothering me. Syracuse is undefeated this year. McAllister is factually correct, and that is the best kind of correct. What's up, YouTube? Yeah, I've seen that date. Then there's like 2 dates in January. I think realistically, like in the real world date, I don't think there's any way, like if he plays in the East-West Shrine game, that he's backing out at that point. That's the 30th. If that happens, I think he would then technically be available in the what do they call that rando after the fact draft they do? The where you use a pick from the year after's draft. The what's that called? What's up, Kev? Supplemental draft. Thank you, Tronic. I think technically, yeah, you can't just like skip out on it and become a free agent, because then players in different circumstances would try to force their hand like it. No, Paulie is in the conference room currently, Florida guy. And when we are done with pregame, watch this. He's going to come in here and do a watch party with y'all. Whoa. And he's doing postgame today. Whoa. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the thing. Like, then Dion would have Shador pull, or yeah, you can. But that's after they've gone through being eligible for the draft, bowling ball. Like, you can't just skip the draft. Jordan is typing things. He's typing things. He's loading something on the screen. We're going to look at it. It's a picture of J.J. Starling warming up. It's on the official Cuse basketball account. It's a picture of... it's loading. It's still loading. It's a picture of J.J. Starling warming up. It says warming up. It's got the eyeballs emoji, which we know is perhaps the most powerful of emoji. He has a... So he must have screwed up his... either around his pointer or middle finger, because he's got like his left hand is still wrapped. You can check out this picture on Twitter, the Cuse MBB account. And the rest of the wrap is like his right or his left pointer and left middle finger looks like they're taped up. So that must have been the area he busted it. Ryan's up on Pat Rumors. The Bell thing is weird. Like, if you toss Bell on the bench, like that's basically just declaring you're done with him. Which maybe Red's willing to declare that. Bell's dad's also like big up at Rock Nation or something, isn't he? Like, there's a lot of... Chris Bell comes with a lot of variables.
Is the Burdick Ford and Burdick Toyota pregame show.
All right. It's time to play Is the Syracuse official men's basketball Twitter account screwing with you or not? Because right now, on the X, on the Twitter, from @Cuse_MBB, the official Twitter account of Syracuse men's basketball, is a picture of one J.J. Starling actively warming up. And I can see from the picture, like, he was warming up in Tallahassee. That is a lot of garnet behind him, with the caption "warming up" and the eyeballs emoji. Don't you eyeballs emoji us and don't deliver. Like, don't. The eyeballs emoji is the most sacred and powerful of emojis. Don't do it. Don't do it. So I'll play a doctor here for a few minutes. So we all know JJ broke the left hand. In this picture, he has a black wrap of some sort. It starts around his left wrist. It wraps around the base of his left thumb, and then there's loops around his left pointer and left middle finger. So the break, I don't know. Nobody said specifically where the break has been yet, but I guess it must have been involved in that portion of hand, not down by the pinky or anything, but somewhere up more near the pointer or the middle finger there. It looks like, again, JJ is right-handed. He is kind of ambidextrous, but he is a righty when shooting it. Obviously, both hands are kind of vital to the whole shooting progress. So, man, if a picture of JJ is on the official Twitter account of him warming up, and, it's his hand, is he going to warm up like that and not play in the game today? I would be shocked. If he's made it that far, this isn't I got to test out my groin to see if it's working. That's not where this is a broken hand. It's a whole different ball of wax. He would have had x-rays from doctors and either been cleared to do something or not. His hand was either still broken and needed more time healing, or it wasn't. As far as, their worry about re-injuring it or whatnot. There's not a lot of, it's not well, you could strain it further. It's a groin. No, this is a completely different ball of wax medically when it comes to something like that. So, again, all eyes on JJ as we get our absolute money's worth out of our pregame Harding and Mazzotti injury reports here today. All right, so with that known now, none of that was necessarily known on Thursday, at least publicly, when Red Autry spoke to Steve and Paulie on Orange Nation. But here is a chunk of their conversation from the other day.
Let's start with Wake Forest. They got out on you, 16-point lead right out of the gate. You battle back, you take the lead in the second half, and then it's nip and tuck the rest of the way, and they pull it out. What was the difference in your mind on Tuesday?
I thought our turnovers, we had too many turnovers in this. Started versus Maryland, which you knew the turnover number would be a little higher than normal. And then it kind of, when we went to the Bucknell after Christmas, the game after Christmas, we had an alarming amount of turnovers, and then it carried over into this game. I thought that was a difference. They got more opportunities. I thought our defense, for the most part, held up and gave us a chance to win. A couple of 50-50 balls that that didn't go our way, that they have to go our way. And I think they scored 8 points. And when you're scrapping and clawing, that's the difference. And I just, those are things that we talk about. The 50-50 game, the under out of bounds, side out of bounds, those little games within the game. We just didn't do a good job. But the biggest thing that stuck out to me was not our free throws, our turnovers, and then just some timely rebounds, which has happened for us, pretty much in every kind of big game this year against the Power Five, where these guys we don't get the rebound that we need to come up with, and it changes the complexion of the game, and we give up points that we shouldn't give up, and then typically those points are the margin that we lose by, and that's what I'm trying to get our guys to understand, that every play counts.
How do you get the team to come out and play aggressively to start, where you switched up your lineup there and you got more effort out of your team and you came back? But how do you get that from buzzer to buzzer the whole game?
I think every coach, that's the idea, and that's why you want to have depth. But again, every player is different. When you subbing a lot of guys, certain guys have strengths, certain guys have weaknesses. So you're always trying to kind of balance those to try to get that same intensity for 40 minutes. Rarely does it happen, but you try to at least that's what you're striving to do. Trying to push buttons, you're trying to combinations, trying to match up people's strengths and weaknesses to get the team to flow and play better, to try to get that consistency.
We saw Kyle Cuff and Lucas Taylor, to Paulie's point, come off the bench and really make an impact in that first half, help spark the comeback. And then, we saw them start the second half and play a lot of minutes. What is it about those two guys in particular, Red, that you have liked, and why have they earned the extra minutes in your eyes?
Well, obviously, when you have guys that are kind of two-way guys, that always helps. When you look at the better teams in the country, they play both ends of the floor, and those two guys in particular, they've kind of stepped into their roles. They come in, they bring energy, they defend. They are good shooters. Are they our best shooters? No. But they play hard. They get after it. They're about the team. And when you are, especially now, when you're in a tough time trying to win games and squeeze out games, those are the guys that you're gonna go down with. Any coach, you can ask any coach in America. Those are the coaches. Those are the guys that you're gonna go down, and the guys that are just gonna go in there and that they giving you they all.
Well, Coach, the biggest name that comes up in our chat is Chris Bell. Is it just a matter of the fact that he went from being number 3 last year on most people's depth chart, probably, or even further down, to now with JJ out, probably being 1 or 2 on yours? And what can you do to get him to get more shots?
Yeah, I think what you just said is that's just the fact. He's on the top of the scouting report, and especially with JJ out. And so teams, he's getting the team's best defenders, him, Elijah, those guys, the perimeter guys. I think, our front court, I think people have, you kind of get to a point where, they're going to get theirs. Let's try to stop these other guys that, the other guys, the perimeter guys. And that's what they're getting. That's what they're faced with. I think, those guys in particular, I think they have to move more. We got to screen better for them. And I think they got to be ready whenever they catch the ball to be able to attack a closeout or to be able to get up a shot. They're not going to get clean looks. That's just what it is. We can get some in transition. We got to do a better job of that. We haven't done a good job this year in transition of cashing in and getting some easier three-point attempts. And so, I think it's a collective effort of us as a team screening better for those guys and trying to find them and look for them a little bit more. And then they have to do their job. They have to run. They got to move. They got to be movers. They can't get blown up over screens. They just got to constantly keep moving, and we got to do a better job of trying to find them. I think that's the only way, we can really, get those guys going.
Does Chris have to shoot the ball more? How do you get a guy to maybe think what was a bad shot last year might be a good shot for him this year?
I think, most guys that shoot the ball, as well as Chris and a lot, those guys are always, they're particular about their shots, like the type of shots that they take, and they want certain shots because they know the success of them. And I think Chris does have to get a little bit more uncomfortable and take a couple, even even if they're not the shots that he would like to get. I do think he has to be aggressive. I thought early on in the year he was putting it down and kind of getting to the basket. Obviously, the last couple of games the teams are a little bit better. Physical defenders. He's getting tall defenders. He's getting strong defenders. So I still think he has to kind of make an effort, not just him, but even Elijah, to try to put some pressure on the rim and move and get some rim twos and get fouled a little bit. I think that'll help as well.
Another popular topic on this show, Red, is, when is JJ coming back? I'm sure you've been asked the question many times. Can you kind of bring us up to date on his status, his progress? Where is he right now? Do you have a timeline for when we might see him back in uniform?
We still don't have a timeline. Very hopeful. I know, we're looking forward to getting him back, and I know he's anxious to get back. We just want to make sure that he's 100% healthy and 100% ready to go, fully healed. We don't want any more setbacks. And I think that's kind of, what we're waiting for right now. The word, he's doing some things, he's moving, so he's getting close.
Do you feel like the issues that you've been seeing, like you said, the turnovers and the live ball turnovers in particular, and the boxing out in maybe a key situation and not getting a rebound here or a loose ball there, do you think those issues are fixable? And if so, I guess, how do you go about fixing those things?
No, they are fixable. I think at the end of the day, there's things that we work on every day, and now is my job to put the guys in that give you the best chance. But that gives you the best chance to do it. That's just the bottom line. That will do it consistently. That understands it. Understand the importance. I always tell our team, the best teams, they don't think about and they don't analyze their mistakes while they're playing. All right, we do that after the game, and I think that's where we got to get to. I think one mistake leads into another mistake, and I think that's where we have to get past those. You make a mistake, you got to move on to the next play. Don't let that happen again, and that's all you can do. And I think we just have these little lapses of being casual, and it costs us every time. And we talk about it, we show it, and again, I think it was some good moments that we had, but I just thought it was a couple of lapses, some stuff that happened that that was a difference.
All right, Coach, one last one. You started this with unforced turnovers. You got Florida State on the road, and we just learned they lead the conference in steals. Could you give us a little quick scouting report on Florida State?
It's just typical little Hamilton team. They fly around. They take every team out of their offense, so it's hard to run offense. You got to have great spacing. You got to have some ideas, some concepts, and but your guys, it's just going to be a game where you got to attack, right? You're not going to be passing 5 or 6 passes because they're too long and they're athletic. They jump on the passing lane, so you have to be able to put pressure on the rim by the bounce. You got to make quick short passes, and you got to be aggressive and make quick decisions. That's always been his teams, and take care of the basketball, because if not, you're just going to give them extra possessions.
All right, Red Autry joins Orange Nation every week, brought to you by Oswego County Mutual. Red Autry Q&A as well every Thursday nights on Cuse Sports Talk at 8 o'clock, so don't miss that throughout the remainder of this season. And that, again, was from Thursday, so that was Red's answer on JJ from 2 days ago. He's now being called a game time decision. That's what's being reported at the moment out there officially from Syracuse. We've seen various pictures and reports of him warming up. Well, game time's a half hour out. I just find it peculiar. Like, if he made it this far and got it all wrapped up, taped up, and ready to go, like, come on now. He's going to play, right? Like, man, that would be wild that's a long plane ride and a lot of tape and the whole thing to not play in the game. So we'll see. We'll see. We don't know officially yet if JJ is playing. And if he's not, will he be in the starting lineup? And speaking of Syracuse's recent ball control issues, like, that was not a JJ issue earlier in the season. Syracuse was not having turnover issues earlier in the season. But if you are to be one of the ones controlling the ball and your left hand's wrapped up with a bunch of stuff, how does that affect that? I don't know. I have no idea how that would affect that. But if JJ does play today with the wrap around the left hand, it doesn't feel like one. Like, sometimes you get something wrapped and like, it's bothering you and rip it off. I don't think this is like optional rip it off if it's not working out kind of thing. I think you kind of need this thing working your way back from the broken hand for stability and the whole thing as it continues to heal. And again, Red worried about potential setbacks 2 days ago. So if JJ does play today, that would at least make you think that there would not be anything out of the ordinary to expect potential setbacks. Again, anything can happen. You can trip and fall on your hand again. He fell on his hand at practice. That's how it broke in the first place. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It would be a vital shot in the arm, it would feel like, for this Orange team to get their leading scorer back. He had been averaging nearly 20 a game and playing 37 minutes a game. He was on the court the whole damn game, every game. He was the most important player on the team. And he's been gone for a month, and the team has been, all over the joint, Just doesn't feel like they've been in control. They need him on the court just to steady the ship, point it in the right direction. Then hopefully, he can score a little bit. I'm not saying he needs to come out and drop 25 today. It would be helpful. But just getting him back this soon, I thought we might still have a couple weeks on it. If you get him back today and he does not miss now 2 more weeks, which would be 5 more games, man, that gives you at least a little hope here heading into January, February, and the meat of the 18 games remaining in ACC play. With that, we will take a break. If you'd like to join in via the phone, you may next at 315-437-7644. Got an eye on the game prior to Syracuse on the ACC network right now. Louisville up 6 on Virginia. They're midway through the second half. We'll talk about that. We'll see when the starting lineup gets posted. That's probably still 10 minutes or a little bit more into our future here today. And we'll look back at the recent series history between the Orange and the Noles as well. All that when we come back after this. It is Cuse Sports Talk. It is ESPN Radio. Because sometimes the kids like to see Dad at bedtime, Pat. Yeah, I mean, when was this? It was the first week of, was that December? Yeah, it's only been like a month. And Paulie was just yearning to spend time with you, Pat. How about George? Sometimes the kids like to see Dad in the middle of the day, too. What was I doing that day? I was doing something that day. I don't recall what. Something. It was vitally important at the time, Pat. Yeah, Paulie also wanted in. Paulie demanded post-game time. Paulie's got other post games later this year, too. All these far-flung road trips. Oh. Paulie will be with you after the 2 West Coast games. There's a few others on there. Is Tuesday the Tim Leonard, Jordan Capozzi joint? Where's the schedule? Tuesday next Saturday is a Tim Leonard, Jordan Capozzi joint. Got a lot of Tim Leonard coming up. When's my next post game? Notre Dame, the 18th. I will gladly converse with you during the week, Pat. Yeah, Paulie's got, what's Paulie got? Today, Stanford, Cal, Miami, and SMU. Paulie has the faraway games. And we get some Tim in when Tim's in town. We got some Jordan in here. I'll be here most every pregame, though, Pat.
1440 AM. This is the Burdick Ford and Burdick Toyota pregame show.
That it is. Can't question that. Back at it here. If you'd like to chime in before tip time down in Tallahassee, 315-437-7644. Phone lines open and available as always. Brian Higgins with you, leading up to a 6 o'clock tip time today. Listen, as always, on TK99 and ESPN 1200. You can watch this one on ACC Network. Devo, our guy Devo, on the color analysis for today on the TV side of things. So you're cused out every which way you look for this one today. Let's hit you with this day in basketball history from the Shep Family Funeral Home. Celebrate your loved one with help from Shep Family Funeral Home. Visit shepfamily.com. All-time series here, Cuse and FSU, is 10-7 in favor of Syracuse. It's been reasonably back and forth of late. Last year, the Orange got just a run in the Dome. It was 85-69, never really in that game. And the main name we needed to watch out for last year remains the main name we need to watch out for today. And that name is Jameer Watkins. He's a 6'7". He's their lead guard, shooting guard. He is a stud. He's not the best outside shooter, but he's capable. He's shooting low to mid 30% from the outside. It's the main reason it's 6'7" and a guy that can really score it, that he's not in the NBA yet. He's a fifth-year college player, transferred in. This is his second year at FSU. But he was dominant last year in the Dome with 27. Judah Mintz had 28 in the loss for Syracuse. Actually outscored Watkins, but nobody else really brought it for the Orange last year in the Dome. No defense available as Syracuse gave up 85 points and lost by 16. 2 years ago, down in Tallahassee, you know who the leading scorer was that day? Syracuse won it. Won it by 9, 76-67. The leading scorer that day, a name you all know and a name you all love, one Joseph Girard III. Had 26 points the last time the Orange were down in Tallahassee. 26 points the last time the Orange were down in Tallahassee to pick up the win. You know, and this is college sports these days. You go back to as recent as 2 years ago, and you're like, all right. There's really not much more to learn about the game from either side of it. From 2 years ago down in Tallahassee, Chris Bell did play in the game. He had 10 points. He made it 3. He hasn't done one of those in a month. But literally, this is just 2 years ago. There is nobody on Syracuse's roster from 2 years ago that will be playing in the game today besides Chris Bell. Heck, you look at last year for Syracuse. JJ had 10, so if JJ plays, that's 1. If Chris Bell, he was 1 for 6 from 3, so man, he's not shot it well against Florida State the last 2 years. At most, there will be 2 players for Syracuse today to play in the game that played as recently as last year against FSU. That is how quick these things turn over. Just none of these long one-on-one, multiple-year rivalries between players like you used to see. But man, Jameer Watkins was special in the Dome last year. 27 points, 11 rebounds. He's not a volume three-point shooter, but he did make 2 of 3 last year. He's a problem. And combine that with the pressure defense from Florida State. They come take the ball from you better than literally anybody else in the ACC. That is the main couple of things that Syracuse will need to watch out for today. With that, we'll get our last break in of our pregame coverage. When we come back, we'll give you keys to the game. We'll take a gander. We'll see if the starting lineups are officially out there. See if the name J.J. Starling is there, is not. Will it be the same as last game? Will it not? Will there be a Chapa? Will there be a Bell? Will there be a Taylor? What will there be? The questions that we will answer after this here on Cuse Sports Talk and ESPN Radio.
Right. The Orange.
Did they just post the starters? Okay, so both Chris Bell and Chopamore Gonzo from the starting 5. JJ is starting. Lucas Taylor is starting with Jaquan Freeman and Lampkin. Want me to get out?
Relegated to the bench.
The show's not over.
Chris Bell.
Oh, I'm like, all right, bye. Paulie's taking over for free.
Well, one person. Are you scared to call me?
Paulie's maddening.
Just call me and don't be stupid. And if you have a take and I ask a question about it, don't get defensive.
Paulie's wearing his PJs because I wore PJs last week.
I was told by someone in the chat that it was tradition to wear PJs, so I did it. I think it was Kevin. I fell for it.
Yeah. I wore PJs the once. I was comfy.
What's crazy is that Gullible is also written on the ceiling.
What?
So when McCord announces he's leaving, we get to go ham on those chips, right?
Won't they be worth more?
Ooh. They could become a collectible. We might have to encase them in something so we don't accidentally eat them.
If I've avoided eating that
Let's
bag
send
of
them to
Lionel
PSA.
Messi branded barbecue chips above my desk, I can do that.
If McCord announces he's coming back, though, I'm going to get a countdown clock and we're going to attach it to the bag.
Let's send that to PSA and have it graded.
Grade our chips. I didn't say eat our chips. Yes, they also want you to wear a onesie and turn on the Labatt light, Paulie. So.
I will wear. Turn on the ballet for postgame. I'll wear my glasses like Brian.
I do that because I take out I need to see.
Oh, should I give Steve Josh's jacks for Christmas?
Give him both those.
Here, Steve, it's quarterbacks. You give him that and the and get the Jim Kelly card again.
I think that someone didn't know I was totally fit for the 80s.
Yeah.
I needed to be more positive.
I think they might have known.
Oh, that's funny.
I said too negative, you're fired. I think they were responding to that.
No, someone says we need to be more positive. We try to be more positive around. Because I said Chef was a good sponsor for the season.
Oh yeah. Do we need to figure? We got to the YouTube moderation is we got to figure that out. People are we may have to set up some auto mods for the YouTube chat. It's getting a little wild in there.
What are people saying?
Yeah. A lot of the stuff that gets said in the hallways of these offices a lot of the day. It's close enough to that.
Come on, this ain't AIM, little man, is a hysterical comment.
Oh man, yeah, the YouTube chat is a wild place.
Honestly, dude, if Google thinks it's okay, then
Yeah. Yeah, the McCord chips are probably stale. But, I mean, we'd eat them. That said, they're kind of McCord chips. We got to...
best by June 18, 2025.
Oh, man.
Long lasting, just like Kyle McCord's career at Syracuse.
You took a ride over there, Devin? Took a spin. Chips can get stale. Chips can go a little get a little chalky if unopened after a while. I mean, they're not going to kill you, but
AM and 1440 AM. This is the Burdick Ford and Burdick Toyota pregame show.
all right, roll it along here on our pregame show. Starting lineups are in. We have hang on. Where's I need the right mouse to properly do this. Hang on. We need to click some buttons. We're gonna click some buttons. We're gonna do it upright. Oh, the starting lineups are in. 2 changes in the Orange starting lineup today. J.J. Starling officially now making his return to the Orange starting 5 after missing a month in the last 7 games. He is starting at the 2, and in place of Chris Bell, Lucas Taylor will be making the start at small forward today. The Orange starting 5 is Jaquan Carlos, J.J. Starling, Lucas Taylor, Donnie Freeman, and Eddie Lampkin. Go figure. That is a starting lineup. Only JJ was on the Orange team last year. Only Donnie out of these 5 as a freshman began his career at Syracuse, and 3 of the 5 are one-year transfers into the program this year. Thus is college basketball here in 2025. But the Orange starting 5 today: Carlos, Starling, Taylor, Freeman, and Lampkin. Questions reasonably so after last game. Would either Chapamore or Chris Bell be replaced in the lineup? I don't think it's not remotely shocking at all to see JJ take his spot back and Chapa go to the bench. I think Chapa getting back to that bench role should probably help him out here. He's getting a little underwater, it felt like, the last couple games, but I still kind of like his potential going forward, both career-wise, but for this season. He was a great spark early on about a month ago, and he got it going a little bit, month and a half ago. As far as Taylor, he's been playing much better offensively. Well, at least put it this way. His shots have been going in offensively the last few games. His defense has been there for the most part all year. Chris Bell, I don't know. What I do know is he's not starting. What I don't know is anything else about what this means about Chris Bell. Like, will he even play? Like, Chris Bell's been hanging out there in the starting lineup for 3 years, basically. And so much it felt like of a Chris Bell day in the life was based on, did his first 3 go in? But that was usually very early in the game. Now, if he comes in, all right, he's going to come in off the bench. Can it reset something? Can he see the ball go in the hoop? Can it give him a little view? Are they just going to give him, are they just going to give him like a mental break day? Like, hey, we'll get back to it on Tuesday? I don't know. In theory, he's still the best shooter on the team. In practice, that's not the case. He hasn't made a 3 in more than a month. He's barely shooting 27%, and he's essentially become hesitant and unwilling to shoot the ball. So, I don't know. I don't know where that's all going yet. I don't know where that's all going yet. But no Chris Bell in the starting lineup today is almost as noteworthy as J.J. Starling's return from injury. Honestly, a week or 2 earlier than I was expecting. J.J. and Red certainly kept this under their hats. We talked to both of them on Thursday, and both said, hey, working out, getting closer. I didn't think close meant today, but here we are. The good and the bad about a broken hand. Usually coming back from an injury where you've missed a month, you worry about conditioning, a guy having his wind. I'd say there probably should be maybe a little of that with JJ. That's just not something I worry about with him. I mean, generally, he's going to go 35, 40 minutes a game regardless. And he hurt his hand, not his legs. He's been able to, cardio, stay in shape. It's not game shape, but I think he'll be all right. The main question I have for him today is, one, rust. He had been playing fantastic. He's averaging about 20 a game, but go back and look at the last few games he played before he got hurt. It was big, mid, upper 20s games. He was scoring in high volume and decent efficiency as well. Can he get that going again here today? 2, ball handling. Syracuse's ball security has been abysmal the last 3 games, and that's being nice about it. The Orange have had 60 turnovers the last 3 games. 6-0. 60. 21 against Maryland, then 21 more against Bucknell, and 18 last game. Cleaned it up real good. 18 against Wake Forest. Now they play Florida State. Florida State is the best takeaway team in the ACC. And this is a normal Leonard Hamilton thing. They go deep on the bench. They play a ton of guys. They run them all out to you. They try to make the game helter-skelter. They lead the league in blocks. They lead the league in steals. They lead the league in forced turnovers. JJ is generally very steady when it comes to that. Jaquan Carlos, he's been playing 8 million minutes at the point guard. JJ had been, realistically, the backup point guard. How ready is he, ball handling wise, with the wrap he's got going around his recovered broken left hand? It kind of wraps around his wrist upwards a little bit into the thumb area, and then mainly around the pointer and middle fingers we've seen from the pictures that have been posted online here in the last half hour or so. Will that affect dribbling or not? I don't know. They make this tape real good these days. It should probably be okay. Does he have full motion of his hand? You come back from a broken hand, it can be very stiff. Like, it can take a while to be able to, move it with the same quickness and, reflexiveness as you had beforehand. Will that affect literally his ability to dribble it with the left hand as effectively as he did before. I don't know. Legitimate things that we'll have to watch out for today. Yesterday we did no wrong answers on the show. I had Syracuse. What I have is the final. I had Syracuse losing this game 82-73. I don't know if I'm ready to flip this over to the win column, but having JJ back today, that's got to give these guys a boost. That's got to give these guys a boost. It has to. You got your best player back. The rest of the team's got to feel better about that. It certainly distributes a lot more of the responsibility around, and we'll see. I think it gives you a lot more hope here as we enter 2025 than we had 24 hours ago. It's still not a great team. There's still a lot of issues here, but you got your best player back. If he can play anything remotely like he had been playing like, all right, you'll be in it with a shot here today. We shall see. Again, listen to the game on TK and ESPN 1200. Watch the game on ACC Network, Devo on Color. If you're on the internet, stay with us. Paulie with a watch party. Come back on the radio after Paulie with postgame. I'll be back with you on Monday right here on Cuse Sports Talk and ESPN Radio.
The 315 with Brian Higgins.
All right, stay there, everybody. We're just leaving the stream up. Paulie's coming in. Declared for the draft. He's played 5 full years of college football. We're going to hit some buttons, get this set up for the crunch later. Buttons. It's not supposed to be there?
No, because the crunch is on. There was a no break.
All right.
That makes me think of the crunch in the log.
Paulie is eating a Rice Krispie treat.
Second one.
That's leaving you.
Oh. There's no crunch in there. Fix that immediately. Oh, what a puss.
Am I allowed to say that? What a pussy?
Well,
I just did.
you just did.
Let me fix that.
I think I got all
I think I didn't just say what a pussy on the air.
So actually, crunch is on the.
Oh, they're on the FM. That's right. I'm stupid. I don't know my job. I just gave myself a heart attack.
You did a couple days ago, though. You set it up right the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, everybody.
Pat already left, so you can't say bye to him. All right, what's up, everybody? How we all doing? I gotta get my computer set up. Oh, if I open up YouTube, I could probably talk to double chat. Because I'm a hard worker. I don't just come here and shut off the video like the rest of the scrubs. I sit and I give the people what they want. I give her to Pat for the night, and then I give the people what they want by seeing me also. So I double down on giving the people what they want. I figure I gotta watch the game anyways. Might as well watch it with you guys. You deserve to be honored by my presence. YouTube.com. Let's open up Q Sports Talk on that. Also, in case anybody, you guys think you guys are bad. The comments on Q Sports Talk on YouTube are brutal. Hi, everybody in YouTube. Brian's going home like a jerk. Hi, everybody on YouTube. I'm good. Pauline. Pauline is good. I don't get to act like a fan a lot, so I'm going to be yelling at this game. I'm getting frustrated with this team. He'll call into every other show that's on. It's not like he doesn't have other options. The fact that he won't call me is stupid. Okay, I'll swear the whole time. He calls every show, so it's not just me. Yeah, let's watch us get blown out. That's the attitude I like, John. Whoa, look at Notre Dame's green jerseys. Those are gross. Those look gross on this TV. They look like Flemmy the flu monster from Kinney Drugs.
When's this game started?
I don't know, but Notre Dame stinks, or North Carolina stinks, and they should fire their coach.
Let's play some basketball.
Uh-oh. Who won this game?
Do you want me to spoil it?
No.
Okay.
Oh, at the buzzer, a miss.
Brian Sholog is playing.
Oh, for God's sakes, Brian. Hello, 9 Mac from Europe in Spain. Don't ban you. I won't. I'm not a serial banner. We could be Miami, guys. We could be Miami.
Cereal banner. Just eat it right across.
Yeah, you can't see how many people are watching on the tube.
You can. You're just not on our account.
I'm on my own. Total eclipse of the 80s.
Should be on this computer. Dang. Oh, you're plugged in? What's up, kids?
What up?
Howdy, howdy.
How's your ride in?
All right.
Mics are hot. Don't say anything stupid.
I don't think they can hear him.
I just want to warn them. No. No.
He's not snowed in. However. He's not. There's. It hasn't snowed in 3 hours.
Well, he told me this 9 o'clock this morning. He says I can't get out of my driveway. Well, comments are also on the
What? Why am I surrounded by babies? You're on that.
For what
you're
it's
in that
worth, he's
studio.
definitely not snowed in because what he said to me is, "I don't feel comfortable driving in this."
That's what he did say.
Again, hasn't snowed.
I will correct. He did say that.
So he just wants other people to die in the snow instead of himself.
He said, I'm snowed in. I said, snowed in. He said, well, I don't. He said, I don't feel comfortable driving.
What do I know about Barcelona?
It
There was
hasn't snowed
Olympics
in
there
3
once.
hours.
It's in Spain.
It literally.
Did he text you that too this morning?
Yeah, he also.
9:30 this morning.
He also is supposed to get this approved.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't ask if he told anybody. I just said, okay. Let me see if Arnett is home from break.
No, it's a lost cause at this point.
JJ Starling, ladies and gentlemen, in the lineup,
You're in a
averaging
prod
19.8. 19.8.
studio. Are you familiar with the prod studio procedure?
It's all set
Already
up.
set up. Good. I'm glad that you're doing this and it wasn't approved.
Where's my phone? So I can get mad. There's JJ. There's Donnie Freeman. Donnie Freeman and that guy behind him have the same hairdo. That was crazy. You canceled going to the Goo Goo Dolls? Where were they playing? Turning Stone? Randy Horowitz, you gotta watch Party. That's what you got right now. Leonard Hamilton's better just call a timeout immediately because JJ Starling's back and he's got to prepare. They lost the tip. That's not good. Fire the coach. If you have any questions, come on. Oh, no. Oh, for God's sake. Ah, that's a start you wanted.
That was a good reaction. Good watching. Good partying.
God.
It's over. Start post game.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That guy sucks, though. That Carlos guy sucks. Boo. I don't want him scoring. Oh, for God's sakes. Put a hand up. There's a turnover. Unforced.
Here, I'm gonna move over here for spacing.
Yeah, space out. You're too close. I don't like it. Ain't that kind of show. Oh, they're getting wide open threes. Can somebody guard someone for the love of God? JJ, welcome back. Huh? I beat the announcer to the welcome back.
He actually probably beat you. There's just a delay.
You don't. I said it before he did.
I don't think so. We'll text Devo. Devo, at exactly what time?
Mine was very clever though. Like, who would come up with "Welcome back, JJ" when he hit his first shot? Who thought of that?
That was
Me.
pretty good.
That's genius.
This is why you're Matt
he's
Park's
on fire.
protege.
He is on fire. That's a good looking shot, too. It wasn't like forced. Now maybe play some defense.
If Paulie's CV's ahead, all you got to do is hit like a little pause. I don't know how far ahead exactly, but.
Oh, double team, double team. Look at that. Oh, for God's sakes. Eddie got back. Donnie.
Calm down. That's
Donnie's got to rotate, man. This team can't rotate on defense.
Undefeated national champs.
You're goddamn right. Curse for you. Ah, fuck that. I ain't cursing for you, Randy Horowitz. I got to have a reason to curse. Maybe if Donnie could get his shit together and rotate back. Thank you. How's that? Did you like that, Randy? I'm a people pleaser. You're welcome. Hopefully you had it on full blast and there's children in the room. Oh, look at that. Syracuse's free throw defense was amazing on that play. Shoot that. Oh. JJ.
Yeah, Eddie, keep hopping and tapping.
Yeah, look at that.
The old tap and hop.
I think I could jump higher than Eddie Lampkin. I won't bet on it, but I think I can.
I would be so down to see that. Like how
Like
Mike
if we
kicked
had
the
to do
field
that
goal.
thing where you slap the thingies.
Let's get wild, Kev. Woo!
Oh, for God's sakes. You can't throw a ball across court.
Who is this with him? Is this Matt Barry? Chat, who's the play-by-play guy? Shot the sheriff?
No, you can't make that pass. How does a player not know that?
Yeah, come on.
That's a good look. Good ball movement. That was good ball movement.
It was also Devo's right. Like a point guard's on Eddie Lampkin, maybe getting the ball. To be fair, Eddie's making it difficult, sealing him from the basket side.
Oh, look at that. Good job, Donnie. Oh, JJ. Oh, welcome back. Oh, man. That's another good look.
Pass it out.
Oh,
Whatever.
what? He's very versatile and athletic. That's a good look.
I bet he can jump very high.
I haven't seen that kind of flash of speed and movement from a center in years from Syracuse. Oh, for God's sake. Look at that. There's no help. Go up and freaking help him.
I haven't seen a Syracuse center with that much speed since Pascal Chukwu.
Whoa.
Look at that. Team rebounding. Carlo gets the rebound.
Oh,
'cause
here we
Taylor
go with the
boxes
goddamn
out.
cross-court passes again. I like this, though. I like this. They're playing at a faster pace.
Lampkin's just got his hands up. That was awesome.
How does that happen?
Mid-play, just...
How the freak does that happen?
That was kind of funny.
How do you... I could have scored on that play. Got to be strong with the ball. I do like the offense looks better. I will say that.
I don't think you can potentially be a projected lotto pick. You can be potentially a lottery pick.
Oh, Eddie. Oh,
What
for
are we
God's
doing,
sake.
Edward? Don't break the mic.
No, it's just the turnovers are... What makes you think you can make that pass?
I didn't realize play had stopped, and I thought they were just about to give him a wide open straightaway three again. They are competing, Govendo. Oh, no, they're not. I see what you're doing.
How about
What's up, Barry?
not making passes that like someone who's 5'6" watching on TV can see is not going to work? And you think it?
You're telling me I still couldn't see that pass?
No, you probably saw it too.
Oh, cool.
You knew not to make that. I'm missing the Steelers game for this shit. There's been two bad pass attempts. Gotta write that down for my post-game notes. Bad passing. Boo. Boo.
I don't think you have enough O's.
Boo. There we go.
Oh, Thanks.
No,
Thanks,
I'll be
Rich
just
P.
starting the postgame show. Thank Rich P 2323. You know why it's great? Because I'm here. I'm not normally here, and that's why I make things great. Right, everybody? Put that on a poll. That nobody's out there to put on a poll. I probably could create one right here.
You can.
Does Paulie make things great? Put that on YouTube also. Paulie makes things great.
You can definitely make a poll from right there.
I also don't make stupid passes. I have that going for me. No stupid passes. And I can't believe I fell for wear pajamas. How do I look? Do I look good with my glasses on? I wear my glasses like Brian also. I can actually read the chat. You guys are stupider than I thought. Get it? Because I have my glasses on. And I can actually read it. So they're stupider than I thought.
Humtaga.
Oh! Whoa! I didn't realize Syracuse was even playing until I put my glasses on.
I only tuned in because Paulie mentioned he'd be there. Get this guy a raise.
Yeah! Yes!
Are you asking us what we ordered, Gavendo?
More stupid or dumber? Dumb is you're the dummiers. You're dummier.
Gavendo, we don't make order food for our watch party money.
I had 2 Rice Krispie treats.
I'm gonna heat this up at some point.
New year, new me.
New Year noodles. Is Pat lurking?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Oh, thank you, Kev. That's very kind. That was not the intent, but I appreciate it.
Nope, he's gone. At least we're not getting sued. Am I right?
Let's get ready to rumble.
If I got sued, I'd feel bad for you, son. Because I got 99 problems and money is one. If you know what I'm saying.
Would you feel bad for me or for you?
For anybody suing me because I don't have no money.
Oh.
I had to eat a goddamn Rice Krispie treat for dinner.
I think you just enjoyed the Rice Krispie.
I had 2. I enjoyed the first one. And the second one, I felt like a glutton.
Barry's just really
Thank
buttering
you.
you up.
I am smart, intelligent, well-versed, and sexually attractive. Thank you. You ever watch a sexually attractive guy watch basketball? It's very difficult to concentrate. Hi, Faz Mega on YouTube. Yeah, sexually attractive man in PJs. Thank you.
Do you remember the good old days when they had like former basketball players do the watch parties? So like Wegmans brought food.
Yeah, those are the good old days.
That was crazy.
Rebound. Oh,
Rosie
Jair.
never ate his Firehouse sub, so I'd always get Rosie's
Jair
Firehouse.
got worked. Jair got worked.
It's okay. He'll come back and bully his way in. Interesting. A platoon swap for the Orange.
Why? They were playing well. Am I right? Why did I just sound like Jerry Seinfeld? What's the deal with the line change? Oof, that's a good look, though.
Taylor's still out there too, Gavendo. But yes, what you said mostly reigns true.
Backdoor action. That's what the guy just said. Backdoor action. Get him out. Get him out. There's no need for him to be playing. Chabamore can't make that. Lucas Taylor's still in too.
Devo is very fun on the call. Like, you honestly don't get that many guys who
Good defense, Peter.
they're going to call foul. Wow, they didn't call a foul on Peter there. They usually give him the Petar push foul.
You can't allow backdoor action. take it from a sexually attractive man. You can't allow it. You got to earn that. Thank you.
This game isn't already lost, Andre J. Come on now. Come on now.
How about put Choppa on the chopping block?
More like Choppa.
Les,
There you go.
I got it. I got the joke before you could say it.
I didn't even have anything. I was panicking. I was treading water. You got me. I didn't know where I was going.
Choppa less is what we need.
No, I don't think it's when you're. The thing with him is when he shoots well, he also gives a lot of effort on defense and goes out and rebounds, and then you don't see those things as much when he's not shooting well, which like I feel like is a benchable offense in some cases. JJ back.
Stop with the chemistry lab. Thank you.
Yeah, I really don't like the platoon swap. Like, I don't get it at all. Do they have Carlos, Cuff, and JJ out there?
Yes.
And Choppa? What is this? Oh, no, that's Davis. That's Davis. Okay, good.
Come on, guys. Just
Okay, Kyle Cuff. They swapped 3 players, Cuse in the house. I feel like that counts as a
scored, for
platoon
God's
swap.
sakes.
Does a platoon swap have to be everybody? They swapped
No,
3 guys.
it was a line change or a line.
Yeah, it's in groups.
I have something on my glasses. It's sticky and gooey. He got it off.
That was a platoon swap. Jen, how hyped are you for lacrosse season? When Jen's like, is it lacrosse season yet? It's not just because the men's team is sub 500. She's actually legit hyped for lacrosse.
I wish I was hyped for something.
You can be hyped for lacrosse. Get into it. They're going to be nasty this year, dude. They have like 5 of the top 50 players in the country, according to, I think it's Inside Lacrosse.
How do you like that aggressiveness?
There's a-
I'm hyped for us. Oh, yeah. Good job, Kyle.
Another bad hit. I haven't seen a bit of it, Kev, but I've seen dudes getting injured left and right. Oh, gosh. Bateman's gotten hurt, and now Flowers is hurt. I think Bateman's back, but still brutal.
Got it. Oh. Good job, Jagger. Go. Shoot it.
Peter! He's popping that. You told me last game you were going to rip
Right to
threes,
the rim.
Kyle.
Nice. Look at them on the boards. Yeah. Call and complain about the rebounding, dummies. Thank you. Chris Bell to the scorer's table. Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's cash. Oh, back iron.
How about somebody getting a defensive rebound? Either team. It'd be nice.
No, we want to win, Devo.
The Petar push has been called this time.
Boo.
It's like the butt shove. But it's the Petar push.
Butt shove.
How's everybody in the YouTube chat doing? All 2 of you. Are people really just walking around and scanning your ID from your phone like that? This is stupider than alien tape.
He just grabbed his clip wallet. All the money just flew out. Like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me?
I don't make enough money I don't carry money anymore.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's another thing. Like, do people carry cash like that anymore?
Not like that, unless you're going to the titty bar. You know what I mean?
I don't.
They don't take cards there. They frown upon that. You try to pay with a card.
It'd be really funny, just like Venmo, Venmo me.
Yay, Phase Mega.
Nice, Govendo. Good use of punctuation.
Yay, boobies. Alien tape.
Yeah, Slim Mint. The Slim Mint wallet has no personality.
You can run it over with a truck, though, because that happens all the time. Act fast. They're going out of business.
It does. It does look different, Phil. I agree.
He ran it over with a truck. I called it.
The offense looks pretty competent.
The offense looks way better.
They're also just kind of chucking threes still.
I think we commented more on the wallet than we did on the techhavas.com, a local Techavas star. You wear boots? You wear cowboy boots, Jordan? You a cowboy boot guy?
It doesn't feel like Syracuse has twice as many rebounds.
Yeah, they do. Well, good rebounding. Yay. Wrote that down too. Good rebounding so far. Yay. Own the Slim Mint wallet? What is that?
Are you serious?
Is that the same one that
That's
they
the
were
thing you were
just watching?
Yes.
I didn't know the name of it. I just ordered 4 of them. Guess what everybody's getting for Christmas next year? Not the past 6 years, if you know what I mean. Right? Thanks, Coach Boeheim. Oh, it's a piece of shit. Yeah, I'm doing the post game. I'm hosting it. I'll be taking calls. Call in. Tell me what you thought of the game.
Or else.
It'll be done in 30 minutes if you don't call. I'll just keep taking breaks. I don't even have breaks. I'll just end it. Okay, that's a good-looking defense right there. That was a bad-looking shot from them.
We're in it. Oh, did Bateman score a touchdown? Huge for some.
Oh, swing it. God.
Sorry, Andre. We have there's an auto mod out there
Oh, my God.
that would hypothetically be able to approve it, but nobody's
This
manning
team
it.
is not strong with the ball. Pat won't call in when I'm hosting Cuse in the house. Oh. I think you followed him 4 times. Street.
Man, I really do look like I'm about to rob a bank.
What's happening?
I'm opening up the stream manager so that you're live and so that mod and you can make polls.
I'm going to make polls, all right. I'll be doing some exit polling after the game, if you know what I mean. Getting people's thoughts on the game. Get it?
All right.
Kyle.
It's up to Paulie now to allow comments.
You can say whatever you want. I'm not fixing nothing.
Well, then you.
I don't mind Vito because he's a Steelers fan. It's weird that he won't call because I'm hosting. It's stupid. I am not having a pit party.
I want Tucci to call in again.
I do too, but he hasn't talked to anybody who's seen a player play lately.
Apparently, Devo just went on like a crazy monologue about something behind the scenes limiting the team or whatever.
What do you say, guys? Let me know.
You calm down, Devin.
Good defense.
I've been told that before, too. That's a feedback I've gotten before. There you go, Andre. I'm glad we can keep you
Yeah,
company.
Chris, that's it. Look at Chris Bell getting an open look because JJ's in the game. Wow. But he's been missing free throws, too. That's a good look. Got to let him land. Got a free throw. Let's go. What do you do overseas? You're going to be off all game. Ooh, Eddie Lampkin. Syracuse back in the leads, Jordan. At the 9:52, Chris Bell got fouled.
That is true.
Wrote that down, too. Key pivotal moment. Let's go on a 10-0 run. When's the last time that happened for Syracuse when they were, like, ahead?
I think last year.
Oh, my God. They just can't. They don't do good with prosperity. Okay, Chris Bell, I see you, Phase Mega. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Oh. That's a bad shot.
Ugh.
Give him the ball.
I don't even remember what I said, Gavendo, but thank you.
Chris Bell. All right. He looks like a different guy when JJ's out there, huh?
I mean, they called it on the floor. Don't get too excited.
There's no way that was on the floor.
That's what Chris Bell's saying.
Oh, maybe it was. Oh, no, that's in continuation.
Oh, I didn't even know what I was doing, Gavendo. Let's go. That time I actually didn't know. I was just trying to be a jerk like they haven't won in a year. Oh, I am so
Boom. Splash. Take that, Gavendo, and your stupid take. Thank you. There's nobody there. That's a pathetic crowd. You gotta be shitting me with that crap.
I don't think enough people were taking into account the fact that bringing Chris Bell off the bench might not have been a punishment as much as it was
motivation,
a change in psyche. Yeah, they are desperate for a victory. Oh, that was a nice move.
Air ball. Oh my God. Somebody get the ball. Look at Chris Bell running around like a banshee.
Eddie,
No,
why
no,
not just
no,
pass
no,
it?
no,
Eddie, that felt double dribbly. What am I watching? That was the worst pass I've ever seen. This is fun.
Dear Lord.
This is fun.
Leonard Hamilton, I feel bad for you right now.
Oh, he looks like a guy who's getting sued or something.
The
Why is
lawsuit's
he so
probably
mad?
easier than coaching this crap. Shoot that, Jair.
Jair Davis. Okay. I don't know if that's the shot we need.
Here's an open look. It's not a great one.
I don't need it from Jair Davis, to be honest. Same team!
It was off of them.
Anyone seen the Tennessee game? Are you talking they're playing right now, or are you talking about the one Syracuse played? Because, oh, yeah, we saw that one.
The Washington Generals versus the Washington Generals.
No, I didn't see it.
You know what's not ugly? Me, according to Barry Monkey.
Okay, here's what
Sexually
Devo said.
attractive.
I know they are struggling and the fans are putting a lot of heat on Red, but like I said, 20 wins in the first season. All you guys on social media saying this and that, you really have no clue what goes on behind the scenes, all the stuff they have to deal with. Coach is doing as well of a job as he can. He'll continue to get better. I don't think that suggested that anything was happening. I
No.
think.
No, it's
Satchel
just you
Sack on
don't-
Twitter said I just three'd myself.
You just don't know. You don't know like what goes on at practice or anything. I try and say that all the time, and nobody listens to me. But I have sources. I have sources that tell me that this assistant coach doesn't know what he's doing. Get the hell out of here. Thank you.
Hey, Syracuse men's basketball. How about we post some pictures? Tennessee's good, which is good for Syracuse.
You know they haven't lost yet.
Are they still undefeated?
Them and Oklahoma are the only two left, I think.
Wow.
Nugget of the night, brought to you by nobody.
Oh, dude, if we could get Wendy's to sponsor some nuggets.
Chick-fil-A nuggets.
I don't like Chick-fil-A
Chicken
nuggets
Mick.
that much.
Chicken Mick.
If I'm going to Chick-fil-A, I'm getting a sandwich every time.
Chicken Mick. I like McNuggets.
Good.
BKs are terrible.
They used to be good. They used to have the tenders.
The chicken fries are gross.
They could be good, but they stink.
Wendy's are okay. Spicy nugs.
KFC used to have the chicken littles. I don't know if they still do. Those were solid.
Can chickens be fries? Or are they just chicken sticks? Like fish sticks?
Also, wouldn't that just be fried chicken?
Yes. Spicy nugs, stomach ache. You'll be okay. It's time to be a man and eat spicy nugs. Eat your nuggies. You'll be okay.
I was
James
waiting for you to
Mega.
call them nuggies.
I'm sorry. I like you. I like you. I didn't mean to come at you like that.
Devin, I'm wearing orange now. Really, Andre? That is a shame. I mean, apparently they just use a lot of butter, so I could see how it would happen, but I love that place.
I naturally just have it every day. No
Yeah.
matter what I eat.
Of the mouth, right?
Right.
What was it that Jim Ross used to say? Diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain.
I'm going to probably crap my pants during this broadcast. I almost did when Chris Bell hit that three.
You having to do post game with shit in your pants?
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah.
so
It's going to be ugly if I'm just wallowing in my own shit post game. Ever tried Szechuan food? No, that sounds like it would burn.
I haven't. I've tried the Rick and Morty Szechuan sauce. Oh, are you talking about the pimento cheese sandwich, Govendo? Or
Yeah,
do they have a
that's
new
never
name?
happening in my life. I'm never eating that.
I will never. I always just get the original chicken sandwich. The craziest I'll go is I'll get mac and cheese as a side, but I like the fries now. I didn't at first.
I'm not a big pimento cheese guy Or pimento. Oh, for God's sakes, pimento life. Why is Chris Bell yelling at the bench after he made a bad play?
You ready for my big Chick-fil-A thing that I don't think people do enough is if you like iced tea, they have like the Sunjoy iced tea, which is just like half and half. You get that, you ask them to put a lemon in it. It's so
Throw the ball in bounds. Oh, my goodness.
Why are we passing it back to Eddie? What's Eddie going to do if he gets it? Andre.
You just got to soak in the tub. Fill up the tub with cold water and spread your cheeks.
The
That'll
one time
give
I
it a
got
burn.
Chick-fil-A breakfast, Gavendo, the eggs were the worst I've ever had, so I can't.
I love sushi too. Oh. He almost had a shot clock violation.
Well, yeah, because the ball went out of bounds and all that.
Oh, nice play, Chris.
I didn't realize, though, and I was like, Carlos, what the hell are you doing, boss?
Sushi, happy stomach. I love sushi. I go to Ocean Sushi all the time. I also have those lightsaber chopsticks that are going viral right now. All this poop talks. I got to go now. Get to the under 4.
I believe it's good, Gavendo. I think they just, like, ruined my eggs the only time I ever did it.
Oh.
Also, like, I'm not going out there on breakfast.
The Chick-fil-A chicken and
The
biscuit.
minis.
Oh, so good.
It's so crazy watching guys play basketball now, and you're sitting there like, when I grew up, that was a clear travel. You might get a timeout here. You might be able to go.
We'll be right back. I'm going to go pee. Not the poo, number 2. I'm in pajamas. My sister got me Steelers sweats to go with my Padres sweats you got.
Oh, there you go. Everybody just gets you sweats. I don't, you seem like a nice guy, James Franco, but I don't think that quote has multiple layers. I think he's just speaking super generally there. Was Kentucky KFC any better, Devin? Now we're just talking food. It always goes back to food. What's in the YouTube chat? I love sushi. I was talking with Brian about how I haven't had sushi in so long. There's no way that's him. There's no way that's him. It's kind of disappointing, Devin. There's no way you just pooped.
No, I peed.
Oh.
I said I was not going number 2.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Carlos. Oh, come on, Carlos. Does anyone know D-Mac? Should I know what D-Mac is or who D-Mac is?
Daryl McDaniels from Run DMC. Look at that shot. What in the...
Also, what's up, Beer Man?
Hey, beer man. It's McDaniels, not McDonald's.
Yeah, I know G-Mac. Are we talking Donnie Mac? Are we talking Donnie McPherson? Cream cheese with crackers.
That's not a good shot.
I don't know about that one. Depends what cracker it is. Oh, come on, man. Oh, yeah, the sports show is back, baby. No, I don't know who Darren McKee is. Should I?
Hey, the sports show with Cody Mack, weekdays at 3.
Coming back. Honestly, saltines with pickles could hit. I don't hate that at all.
Are you knocked up?
No, I don't know Darren McKee. Sorry.
I know Aaron McKee, former 6th man of the year in the NBA for the Philadelphia 76ers.
I know Tanner McKee, Eagles' third-string quarterback.
I know Patches McGee. That's my stuffed animal from when I was a child.
I know Paulie Sibilia.
Willie McGee?
Who?
Uh,
I know
outfielder for the St. Louis Cardinals?
I know Willis McGahee. Can you imagine, like, by the end of this watch party, I know Marish Yanulis. Like, how did we get here?
Anybody else? Anybody know any famous McGees? Bobby?
Seth Everett, we do know.
I do know Seth. Bob Costas, I know him. Yeah, we're all moving over here from the show. We all graduate to ESPN. They put us out to pasture out here. Patches McGee was my dog's name when I was a kid, my little stuffed animal dog.
Whoa. Okay.
Bad luck.
That's a choice. Oh, from Dodgeball. Good call. Isn't that Patches O'Houlihan, though?
Yes. Famous Patches. Lucas Taylor. That was an ugly shot. But okay.
I only know it because of that Twitter account. Govendo. How about the Irish?
How about nobody guarding that guy?
What's the deal with the lack of defense?
Nice. That's a good look for Donnie Freeman.
Mellow go. Mellow
Cuse
God.
within one.
He didn't come with his son. I was kind of mad.
Wow, that's a bad shot. Peter. Oh, wow. Donnie Freeman. Look at this. Two good looks. That's a tough shot to block, man. He's tough to defend.
Donald.
He's a man.
Donald Freeman. At what age do you go from Donnie to Donald? Or do you just stay Donnie your whole life?
I don't know. I went Paulie later in life, which seems counterintuitive.
Yeah, it does. But
How
also,
do they replace Kyle McCord? They don't.
They might have to take a page out of Dino Baber's book, circa late 2023. Wildcat, all season.
Wings and pizza?
Talking about food way too much. That's a great point. He did stay Billy. 42.
Carlos Del Rio Wilson is gone.
Are there Tommies? Well, he just entered the portal. He doesn't have to leave, right? I don't think he committed. Also, he gone.
Go on a run. Like, put some distance between yourself and a team. Wouldn't that be nice?
Wouldn't it be nice to create distance between yourself and the other team?
I wasn't expecting a Beach Boys parody, but I like it. I like it.
I was listening to the Beach Boys Christmas album on Christmas, and I thought they were all just like their own songs, and I just heard them doing Frosty the Snowman straight up. That got me good. Yeah, that's the Florida QB beer, man. He gone.
Villanova smoked DePaul.
Offer Quinn Ewers $7 million. They would have to. Fran Brown would have to like get an I love Micron tattoo on his forehead for them to be able to pay Quinn Ewers $7 million.
I like it.
What's going on with Micron, man? Not only are they not building it, but the good news about them dragging on that is now they're going to have to give a ton of NIL to win the people back over.
There's been a lot of singing on these airwaves lately.
Yeah, too much music.
I was singing Friday a lot.
You were.
Sharks playing cards.
I get around, round, round, round. It's Francis Brown, 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 Brown.
They're fine without him. It wouldn't hurt to have him, but
big in your area?
No, she's downstate. We're in central New York.
I mean, I just don't think it's going to happen, Govendo. It's like a Siverud thing with Weitzman.
He's not without blame also.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, it's not like it's a beyond the athletic department thing. That being said, can you imagine if we got that, like, Weitzman's yearly 5-star? Oh, man. The $1 million player.
He literally did nothing for NIL. I think he gave Deja fair money, and that was it.
Some football players got money from him. I forgot who.
Nope, not a lot.
Well, you didn't
There's
say
there's people that did a lot more than, or do a lot more than.
I know. That's why there's not a Weitzman as a walk-on on the basketball team.
Peter, grab the ball.
Yeah, boo, Peter, boo. Yeah, he did help bring in Choppa, didn't he? They're working their way through the
He
ring.
didn't get Choppa more money.
Not money, but I think he had something to do with Choppa coming.
He had the bad incident. That's what almost got him in trouble.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, he still brought him here with A Boogie. Yeah, I would assume they win. I would assume the Broncos win, Beer Man. Chiefs aren't going to play anybody. Ooh-wee.
What's the biggest lead Syracuse has had on a Power 4 team this year? Like 6 against Wake Forest? Is that it? Like, oh.
Probably. I'll tell you this, it wasn't the Tennessee game.
Or Maryland.
It wasn't the Maryland game.
Or the Texas or Texas Tech game.
They might have had a lead against Texas Tech or Texas. Whichever game they played second.
What's it matter if he's a walk-on or a...
I also don't really... I was kind of just making a joke there, but I don't care about, like, that whole walk-on thing. Like, there's a rich history of walk-ons in college sports being chosen for reasons beyond
multiple
athletics.
Syracuse.
Yeah. I don't think you need to be yelling this loud, Mr. Play-by-Play guy. It's the first half. 33-32, 125 left on our TV, Devin.
Oh, nice.
Run. Don't pass it. Just go. Why are you slowing down, big dog? Take it to the hole.
He's got to be stronger than that.
Come on, man. You telling me Donnie can't hit a little Euro stop? Come on. I lied. Give it to JJ at that point. JJ scores on that 10 times out of 10. Did you call an offensive foul?
They did. That's soft.
Cuff didn't even fall. Has anybody else ever seen that? I've never seen a charge called when the defender didn't fall. That's crazy.
That was a weak call, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm in, but that's crazy. Ooh-wee. Good news, Paulie. Ravens are that worked out well. Ravens are still up 18, so your Steelers game isn't going to matter. No, I mean, I'm sure by the letter of the law it was a foul, Cuse in the house, but like they don't call that. Nobody calls.
It's a man's game. Thank you.
I'll put it this way: if it were not the second smallest active player on the team, it's not getting called. Oh, Donald,
Nice.
come on, Donald, let's go.
That's a good box out.
That is
good take.
What they called Andre. Hey, if you're new and just here for the watch party, we're live weekdays noon to 6.
Naheem McLeod, ladies and gentlemen.
The large Duke.
I got one of those brewing.
I miss Boeheim's post-game pressers, beer man. Those were quality.
Bonk.
Oh, good gravy. Donnie Palmtree. Wee. Where's the stupid Florida State logo? I made too many graphics over the years and haven't labeled.
Oh,
I'm not sure scintillating really works in that context, but I'm not a play-by-play guy, so.
JJ just dribbled the ball off his own foot.
It's okay. He can do what he wants. Wee. I'm going to be honest. This guy doesn't sound like he's talking in his real voice. He sounds like he's trying to talk in like an old-timey broadcaster voice. Florida State 36, Syracuse 34. He sounds like Willie from Poughkeepsie. Real ones know. Real ones know Willie from Poughkeepsie. Do you remember Willie from Poughkeepsie?
No.
Do you remember one time we had an intern call in because nobody was calling for tickets and everybody in the chat knew it was fake? That was... This is Willie from Poughkeepsie. It's like, come on, dude, this isn't about you. Why are you making this about you?
Do I have to do post game? I've done enough.
You don't have to.
Okay,
Cool. I'm super down. Guys, Paulie's done. That means I'm done. I don't know, Gavendo. No, he's getting ice. Hold on. I'm not trying to ignore y'all. I'm just captioning a graphic quick. JJ's 3 for 10. Syracuse only has one less turnover. That's kind of a dub. 7 to Florida State's 6. That's a great point, Beer Man. If JJ were playing baseball right now, he'd be cooking with gas.
Hello. I was just saying hi to the hot chick on TV. I shit my PJs. I did. On purpose. Don't miss Orange Nation with Steve Infante and Paulie Sevilla. I called him Trey Fonte. And he was offended by that. Am I on YouTube? Like, if I go to YouTube, will it show me?
Yeah, I mean, you should be in the algorithm. If you subscribe to Cuse Sports Talk on YouTube, then your live will pop up. But I would guess
No, whatever. I'm talking, is it connected to this computer for our...
Oh, no, not the... I don't...
Oh, it's Cuse Sports.
Is it? Okay, it should be.
View my channel.
There's no reason for them not to be, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but this doesn't show me how many people are watching either.
Well, you got to
Oh,
go
yeah, it
to...
does. Not a lot, but...
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, Steve is the big TV star. He told me, by the way, to ask you all what he could do to make you watch News Channel 9 daily.
Thank you, Phase Mega. Can I just call you Phase? I'm just going to call you the Phase Gun, Phaser. What do you want to be called? Beer Man, what the hell are you doing? Ready your phasers. Like Star Trek. Oh. What are you guys, like the Chamber of Commerce going on here? Gavendo is clearly not.
What are your thoughts on the half? Please comment.
Anybody want to call in halftime call-in show?
He left because he couldn't hang. You stop talking about Kyle McCord like that. Or McCord and Savior.
I get it.
Kind of upset I haven't thought of that one until now. Or McCord and Savior is pretty good.
We're having our biggest snowstorm in years, and the lead story is JJ Starling is returned. You remember when when we were kids, people my age and all the North Carolina players had high top fades, like J.R. Reed.
Are you asking me?
I said no, the people my age.
Oh.
Like when I think of North Carolina basketball players, I think of high top fades.
All right. I need to get my phone charger and heat up some ramen.
Heat your ramen, bitch. Heat your ramen. Use the water out of the water thing.
Oh, yeah, we do have a water thing, don't we? Shows how much I use the water cooler.
The water cooler pipes are probably more disgusting than the. Uh-oh. Something just made a noise. Oh. Your phone makes a noise when it dies.
It aggressively vibrates.
I'm dying. All right. Live stats. I need those. Please call in tonight, guys, because I don't have friends after the show. But if they win, nobody will call because they won. I don't know where Steve's watching the game. Where's the what? Jordan's in the kitchen swearing about something. I don't know. He just got really mad. Not liking the instructions on his noodles to add water. Alien tape. Alien tape works on wood, guys. I wouldn't recommend trying that at home, though. If you know what I mean. Yeah, Steve is probably watching the Duke game. Who tapes their remote controls to the side of a table like a psychopath? Like, wouldn't you need to take it off? Sticks to wood. Three rolls of alien tape for $19.99, guys. Why on earth would you tape your phone to a wall? Now they're taping spoons to the wall. Nobody tapes spoons to the wall. Someone in the chat, have you ever taped a spoon to the wall? Nobody screws spoons to the wall either. I have drawers and a little container for my utensils. Ooh, it's the second half already. Wow. Great. Can't wait. Who's in our chat? Anybody lurking? Moobot? Oh, those are whispers. How do I see who's in my chat? Users in chat. Here we go. Moobot, say hi. Phil, how are you? Phil0214.
Big Mers, how are we?
I thought you said they were starting the second round.
Rich P 2323. Ricky 10, how are you? Tim O'Leary 9288. Hello. Just saying hi to the lurkers. No, I don't know why. None of your name wasn't even in there. I don't know this. I think I was just looking at the lurkers. Hello, bowling ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Be sure to call in for postgame and talk to me. Tell me why you're angry. Pat won't be here, so that'll give us at least an extra 15 minutes to talk. Nuage, how are you? Welcome in. Just typing gibberish. Cuse Vegas says nice half in the YouTube chat. Hello, Cuse Vegas. Says your mom's watching. Hello to your moms. Yes, Gavendo. I don't know what he's doing. I've never seen ramen need to be cooked that long. Did you burn your ramen? People are concerned it's taking a super long time to make ramen. 4 minutes to make your ramen. Do you cook ramen or make ramen? Who is this clown with Devo? What does JJ stand for? Does anybody know that? You know how they win? You know how they win this game? 3 or less turnovers in the second half. Let's go. That's how they win. Calling it right now. Your ramen smells scrumptious. Starving. Do you know what JJ stands for?
Something Junior. He told Brian that he made up the nickname for himself when he was like 4 years old because there was another kid with the same name on the team.
Oh, Carlos, you got to steal
Jonathan Jr. Yeah, you're going to find another kid named John on the team. Let me tell you, that'll happen. Oh, come on, dude. You can't be dying right after we start the half.
Little Ray Lytle, how are you? The guy who gave me the nickname Paulie. Right there in the chat.
Is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Gave me my first job in radio. I bet you there's a lot of John Juniors playing. That guy got knocked the fuck out. Jackson. Nobody even touched him.
Yeah, I think he hit his head on the court, Paulie.
Faking. He's faking.
True, he's faking to stop the tempo offense and get his subs out.
Are you? He's having ramen don. Get it? Ramen don.
Oh, I get it.
'Cause he's having. Oh no.
I put a healthy amount
That's
of.
a good looking shot though.
So it's sweet chili.
Yeah, it does pay 6 figures. It's just where the decimal point is.
And then there was some of that Cholula hot sauce in there, and it was chili garlic. So I was like, okay. They both have chili in the name. That means I can mix them.
Shoot that, JJ. Knock it down. Boom. Nice shot, JJ. JJ's back.
Jordan is supposed to be fasting because of Ramadan.
That's why I said ramen. Oh, for God's sake.
Ramadan isn't even close to right now, is it?
I don't know.
Does radio pay 6 figures is actually the funniest
I
thing
said
that's ever
yes,
been
but
put in this
just
chat.
the decimal point's in the wrong spot.
Too hot.
Boom. Donnie Freeman. Let's go. Remember when Blake Griffin ruined Johnny Flynn's career?
Yeah, screw that guy.
Yeah, Ray, what brings you to these parts? We're doing a little watch party. I'm actually not at the Florida State game, so I'm just sitting here watching the TV.
Oh, dude, you know it'd be hysterical if this is like a long con joke on you and you're like all excited because like your first boss found your watch party and is watching it, and it's like Pat's burner.
No, I'm friends with Ray on social media, so.
Yeah, so he gets enough of you.
I saw him when I went to the, remember when I did that nice gesture for the Boy Scouts?
Boys and Girls Club.
Boys and Girls Club?
Yes.
In Peoria?
It was incredible. I was logging on to watch Electro play Madden.
I think I'm going to start ripping cards on Twitch.
That'll be fun.
Get a rebound. Oh, no, that's a bad one. Here we go again.
Well, thank you, Ray. Again, it seems like we have a lot of new people here. We're live weekdays.
It's me.
12
I
to
attract
6.
the masses. I don't know if you know this, but I am to ratings. I'm ratings gold.
We're also live 1 hour before and immediately after every Syracuse men's basketball game.
What was Red's fault there, Govendo? What did Red do there?
He picked the players.
I have a daily show. Noon to 2.
What's new in Syracuse sports?
Basketball sucks.
Good timeout. Yeah, Phil. That's the positivity we need.
Yeah.
Good
Good
timeout.
use of the timeouts there.
Yeah, you know what? I hear all this stuff about Autry, making bad decisions. I never hear anybody. That's a good timeout, right?
Why did you put red emojis up there then? Or
Because he's just using the emojis. He's flexing the emojis.
I can't make fun of anybody because I got fooled into wearing pajamas today. Oh my God. Somebody on the YouTube chat on our interview with Red. Did you see the comment? Look at this clown smiling.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah.
Like coach isn't allowed to smile because he's losing. I got to tell coach never to smile ever again. You're lucky, Ray.
I'm crying, dude. Can you imagine if Red did all his interviews just like
Just, like,
super angrily?
Just didn't smile once.
When is Al getting his spot? I don't know, Kev, because Al said like he wants to do an interview, so now it's overcomplicated.
He's got to book his. He's got to book his own guest. We're not booking his guest for him. For those that don't know what we're talking about, our show fantasy football winner I stroked out there was Al, and he gets his own segment on the show for winning.
Govenda, are you taking the open spot for next year? I do like Pitar, Timmy. The issue is if you leave him in too long, he'll foul everybody. He can shoot the tray ball as well.
I think that guy's being sarcastic, is what the kids call it.
Oh. Sorry.
Don't forget to put an egg in your ramen, FaZe says on YouTube.
I don't have egg money, dude.
He works in radio. He can't afford eggs.
Are you kidding me? You didn't say what segment. Have him do a segment.
That'd be funny if he was doing the PSA show.
The public affairs show or the high school sports show.
The public affairs would be better. Made him like do something on missing children or.
And this is why contracts are important.
Lead in the water.
Have like in the arms of an angel, just like, my name's Al. And I thought I won a segment on ESPN Radio Syracuse.
Al's got to do a segment on lead in the water in Syracuse. And another turnover.
Well, this was way more fun in the first half. Oh, also, if any of you are those people who don't like watching people eat on stream, I wish I were more sorry.
Is this at RSVP or whatever they call it?
What do you mean, Phil? He does do his interviews live.
Who doesn't do
What do you
it?
mean by that? Red's live with us Thursdays at 1, unless I'm missing something.
What do they call that when you listen to people chew? RSVP?
ASMR.
Oh, got it. Got it. DP?
CHEW. There you go, Ray.
Dear God, grab a rebound, you turds. ATM, is that what it's called?
CHEW.
FART? Get it, fart?
I do.
I spelled fart because now this game's out of reach.
Yeah, this stinks.
I know what RSVP stands for. I
No,
was
you don't.
just trying to be funny.
You've never had to RSVP'd anything in your life.
I'm going to RSVP your funeral in a second, mister.
You're not invited. You can RSVP it.
I'm going to crash your funeral.
If I died and I schedule in my funeral, I'm going to specifically, if I die in the next like
Don't allow
5
Paulie
years.
in the room.
Well, no. If I made sure my funeral was on a weekday at noon, would you skip the show to go?
Yes.
Or would you stream it on Cuse Sports Talk?
You're not that important. We're not putting it on camera.
Stream it on Cuse Sports Talk. Are you kidding me? Kyle!
Kyle Koff, let's go. I'll put the camera on your face so see if you blink or move or anything. I'll be like, don't embalm him because he might still be alive.
Could be a publicity stunt.
Funeral watch party? Okay, I'm in. That I would do. Should I whisper? Hello. It's 27 degrees, light snow. A beautiful night to make love next to the fire.
Kyle Cuff did the thing that I talked to him about doing.
Shooting
he made a
threes?
shot and then he just fouled somebody.
I thought that beer man when a word popped in my head before massive
Go on.
or after massive, and then I saw accent. I was like, well, that was disappointing. I dated a girl with a massive. You know what I'm getting at. Yeah, well, Jimmy Carter was a former president. Jordan is the producer of Orange Nation. I don't think he gets a television spot for his funeral.
You're right. I should be on a billboard at Times Square at that point.
You're going to be lying in state at the Dollar Tree.
What's going on here? Oh my gosh, you guys are the worst. This chat has gotten real vile.
Why am I laughing at you being in your casket in the Dollar Tree? Everybody's walking by. Jordan lies in state at the Dollar Tree. Clean up aisle 4.
You think somebody would buy me?
What?
You think somebody would buy me?
No.
Come on, $5 for a dead body, casket included. I guess it's casket, dead body included.
We'll close your casket with alien tape, so you can't get out.
These ads are so bad. Why would anybody want to do that?
No, I said that. Watch the one like she's got her phone glued to her mirror.
Who's taping a vase to a table?
Who tapes spoons to the wall? That's the one that gets me.
That paper towel thing is a real cute idea until you need to take it down.
We just throw him in the water and he floats by everybody. Creek walk. All the sewage from Onondaga Lake.
Honestly, you could just like replace the Borat cutout with just my body. Just have me in the background of every show.
It's starting to stink in here.
So you host a show every weekday. What's new?
I get it. How many turnovers do they have in this half already? How many do they have it? 14 at half, right?
They have 2 already.
Only allowed one more, or they're going to lose.
Or it's over. I tape my wallet to my pants. That's got to be a joke, right?
I tape my hog to my leg.
Is it a boy or a girl hog?
Oh, for God's sakes. Another key rebound.
Maybe yes, you should tape the ball to their hands. Alien tape will solve the Orange's turnover issue.
What? That's a bailout call. That's bullshit.
What would I have to give you to get you to ask Coach Autry if he's thought about using alien tape to stop his guys from losing the ball?
Did aliens make that tape?
You're telling me an alien made this tape?
How do we know? How did it get here?
Oh my gosh, Jaquan Carlos hasn't played the most minutes on the team. JJ has played the most minutes on the team in his first game back. Let's go.
That was a. How are they down 8?
Well, because they're not that good. I mean, there's still time.
What is Cuff doing?
20 wins, first season.
And 1.
JJ's been hurt.
I take that back.
The ACC's tough.
I knew exactly what Cuff was doing. Yo, Mythos TV.
Are you related to Mythic Hook?
Ray, I don't know if you're still there, but someone came in our chat with the name Mythic Hook, and I thought it was my thick cock.
And I called him my thick cock. Mythos TV, how are you? Yeah, that was a.
It was funny too, because of the way you did. You're like, I'll give in. I'll do the thing. I know what you want me to say. What's up, my thick cock?
I was all proud of myself. I was like,
Hook.
I see your name, my thick cock. No, it's Mythic Hook. Oh, my bad. I don't think I've laughed that hard on
that was really
like I couldn't do a segment.
I feel like the whole show got derailed after that day. I feel like something else funny happened that day, and like the whole last hour of the show, Steve was just like, I need to get out of here. Then he probably got in his car and was like, I think. Steve leaves here, and then in the car on the way to 9, he's like friggin' Beavis and Butthead, and they're like,
You tell me you didn't think it. Everybody thought it because when it happened, everybody was laughing. Like, oh, I can't believe he said it. That will not be on the awards clip. That was like 2 years ago. Chris Bell, knock it down, buddy.
No, that was within like last year, I think.
No, that was like a year.
I think that was within the last year. It also wasn't on the radio. We could cheat and send in Cuse Sports Talk stuff.
Just the audio?
Yeah. Me and you could just sit here
I
one
will,
day when
Ray.
we don't have a show.
How'd you get your start, Jordan? Thank me. Thank me now. Someone wants to know how you got your start here. Thank me out loud. Publicly praise me.
I applied to be a board op, and I overdressed, and I was a board op, and then we started doing Cuse Sports Talk, and then the guy who was the boss left while I was interviewing with the Charlotte Hornets. And then Paulie called me and said, I hope you don't get that job because we need you. And here I am, 17 years later.
And you can afford ramen now.
Yeah. My mom actually bought this. I didn't even pay for it.
What a good mom. My mom's dead. You can't leave that open. All right, good. Push it like a dump. Push it out. Oh, for God's sakes. Shoot that, Chris.
Oh, come on, dude. Yeah, no, I actually got the job at 8, but there was a 1.5 year onboarding process. I don't think anybody calls him the magician. I'm going to go out on a limb. Nobody calls him that.
Who calls what the magician?
They just called Malik Ewing the magician.
You know.
I know, right?
Good look, Jair.
A board op, so it's like the guy who sits and presses like
Buttons.
8 buttons during the duration of an entire basketball
They
game.
operate
for
a
TK.
board, hence board. Oh, board. Op.
Damn it. Board op, you essentially go in, make sure the feed's coming in, and press a button every time the commercial ends, then write down what times the commercials play, and then just figure your life out for the other 99% of the time you're there. Chris
Bell, he's back. He's back. I think I'm going to win the match game.
True, nobody said JJ Starling. It's for 2 games, though.
Jordan and I know who screwed up the Red show on Thursday. It was me. It was me. It was me. Run through the goddamn screen. Like, go over this. Yeah, but okay, so FaZe Mega says putting a spoon on the wall is the ultimate convenience. But if it's stuck with alien tape, you can't get it off. That was Peter's fault. Freshman mistake. Guess you got to live with it. Red got out coached. Here, you want to hear Pat's call? Red got out coached. I'm smarter than everybody, and my sources tell me that this person's never coming back to Syracuse. Thank you. And I just did that, and that was the Cliff Notes version.
Are you gonna hang up?
Did you have Cliff Notes? Do they still have those?
That was a thing.
Do you have a spoon collection? That's a good question.
No.
I have the spoon. I was born apparently with a silver spoon in my mouth because I have a silver spoon that my parents had. And
I just saved us 15 minutes.
And I have a silver spoon that was mine when I was a baby, and I have my shoes. They've been bronze baby shoes.
Do you have anything that's gold?
No.
Guys, Chris Bell hasn't missed a 3 or a free throw. Oh my God, Chris Bell's the leading scorer.
I think I said that.
No, you said you might win the match game. That didn't mean he was already the leading scorer.
I know, but didn't I say he was going to be the leading scorer?
You did. There's still time. Dang, Syracuse is so bad they took Otto out of the mascot commercials.
Yeah, my dog won't poop unless I get the snow below her crotch area.
Oh, Derrick Henry. Well, I told him to take 100.
Oh, come on, Gavendo. My phone just showed me your tweet.
What did Gavendo tweet?
He's calling out Pat to call in. Miss it, you turd. Oh.
Come on, you don't want Pat to call?
No, I do. I told him to call. He won't, though.
You could easily kill a third of your hour show.
I don't have to do an hour.
I mean, you're getting handsomely compensated for an hour.
You don't force it. I've also done this tonight.
Nobody asked you to do this.
I did. I'm the boss. Everybody should be doing this every week. I'm the boss.
No, they shouldn't. If you're not here, what's the point?
People would like to hear Brian's take. Do you think Brian talks about what body part? Oh my God. What body parts he tapes to? His body.
I sit with Brian during every game. Literally more than 50% of the content is just him complaining about the play-by-play guy. It's really funny. There is not a play-by-play broadcaster in America that Brian likes. It's every one of them. He just hates the guy. It's
Carlos,
so funny.
man, you're regressing today. I know they're on at 8, and I'm going to do the post-game show.
It doesn't even matter. Game is meaningless.
Carlos getting benched. Take that. Is that official, Rex Ryan to the Jets?
There's a laughing emoji. I doubt it.
There's been rumors.
Oh,
Kyle,
nice.
you said you were going to stop.
Okay, that's good. Oh,
He told me he was going to stop taking threes. Go get a snack, beer man. You deserve it.
oh, JJ just threw the ball to himself.
Oh, Lampkin and Mastorovich both have 4 fouls. That's good. Carlos, the worst point guard in Cuse history. Autry should sub himself. Can you imagine Red just going out there?
Like everybody says, Red blames Red coaching. Like, did you just see the look on his face? Like, why on earth did you take that shot to cuff? Like, that's not our offense. I hate to say it, but they probably need to get Carlos back in this game.
Why did Devo agree to wear a Florida State shirt if Syracuse lost? Why would you?
Let that guy keep doing that. Push. Give it to. Shoot.
Literally, all Donnie's trying to do on that possession is try to get the ball and score. He's not like he wouldn't pass the ball in the corner. Yeah, come on, Donnie. Donnie just wasted the whole possession trying to get the ball in the post when he was clearly guarded very well, and then was late getting back on defense. Or I guess not late, but he got out hustled down the floor. All right.
Ugh.
Donnie's pissing me off now. What is
Donnie doing? Do you think that's coaching that Donnie Freeman didn't play defense 2 consecutive plays? Watch what Donnie does. He literally, that is not coaching. That's just stupid right there. Up, here they come. Everybody pile in now.
I like how it took you to wait. You had to wait till they were like losing to come in and start talking instead of doing it in the first half. Just typical douchebag.
Oh man. Do you think the basket is alien taped to the board?
All I know is they better win a game or I gotta walk to Charlotte.
uh
I would respect you guys more if you were like hear the whole game complaining. Kyle Cuff is taking some bad shots. Thank you, Kevin. Why don't you show him the showers? That sounds like something you would enjoy, given.
oh wait, nuts.com. They've got a whole lot of things.
Thank you, Gavendo. Oh my goodness.
You can keep my cards, by the way.
I think you got some Dominguez and rookies. You'd want those. Oh, not you. Oh. No. San Diego is the most cursed sports town in the world. I would never locate any team there. Syracuse didn't press this game, did they?
I don't think so.
I think you've got some Dominguez. If you had the Yankees, Gavendo, I think you had Dominguez and Wells.
What's up, Fred?
Be strong with the ball. What's up, Fred? So frustrating. Like, catch the freaking ball. Go. Bang. All right, get up.
Let's let the streaky 3-point shooter who's been good again shoot, please. I guess streaky isn't the right word, but he's been struggling.
He was streaking the other way.
Bell just like sprinted back
Yeah,
to
I
the bench.
know. Normally he's crying on his way back.
Donnie taking Lobdell to the basket. And
That's not how practice works, guys. I can promise you. Lobdell is not guarding anybody in practice.
Wait a minute, dude. This is hysterical. I tweeted something about Donnie's possessions, and then it's just pathetic. Boeheim only cared about coaching his family the last 3 to 5. It's like, dude, we're talking about Donnie Freeman. Calm the hell down. Oh. Come on, Chris.
Make this a fun game.
Let's win this game, Chris. Win that game.
Daddy ball sounds nasty. Go. Nice. That's good offense right there.
Guys, we got a chance. We are so in this game.
The zone is throwing him off a little bit. Let him shoot that all night.
Ugh,
Yeah, let him beat you that way.
that's tough. Okay.
Wow. Look at this. It's they're
Okay,
heating up from
Donald.
3. That guy looks angry. Come out on him. Come out on him. No, that's not a foul. That's soft.
Bro, he went down like he got shot. He went down like he got shot in the damn chest. Please show a replay of that. That was incredible.
He didn't even get touched.
I think he did get tapped. Well, like barely. Show the foul. That was the funniest thing. Syracuse leads the league in hands up after fouls. You might be right.
Johnny Freeman and Petar both love to do that. I did that. Where's Lumpkin? John Vito asks in the YouTube chat.
He's got 4 fouls. Oh my lord.
Freeman, man. He's a freshman. I got to remember, he's a freshman.
You think Jeremy Freeman would want to sponsor like something with Donnie Freeman?
Stop with the fouls.
Donnie doing his McCord versus Pitt impression.
He's literally under the basket when he takes that shot.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong, Kev. FSU's not that good. No, that's what I'm saying, Shelp. Just wait for JJ to come back and we're going to be fine. I don't think people understand.
Florida State has 4 fouls.
Cuse in the house. That's the entire chat. Cuse is in the house.
It's also the same people that weren't here in the first half bitching that are doing it. If you're going to play zone, though,
Fred.
go to McLeod at the center.
You and that mannequin, Fred.
Stop going to the freshman.
I think they called a foul, and I think he literally just took the ball from Donnie. I mean, there's no way that was a foul. I think he just took the ball. Oh, gosh. It's not snowing outside still, is it?
Yes, it's supposed to snow till 4 tomorrow.
It wasn't snowing on the way here. It wasn't snowing from like 3 to 4:30.
Stops and starts. It says light snow on our computer.
Well, you said until 4 a.m.?
4 a.m. or 4 p.m. One of the other. I don't know. I was reading a sign on the Parkway on the way in. It said winter storm warning till 4 something.
Are you sure it wasn't 4 today?
Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Donald! Oh. Oh. It's not even snowing, you fraud. There's no snow. You lied.
I know, but you act like it can't start or stop ever. Well, it wasn't snowing when I drove in, so it can't possibly
You
be
think
snowing
you're
now.
a weatherman or something?
It says on the computer, light snow.
You think you're some sort of weatherman?
Warning in effect. Here, I'll read what this
Look at
says.
this guy. Look at Willie Weather over here.
Lake effect snow warning remain in effect till 4 p.m. Eastern Sunday. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of snowstorms. West winds 15 to 20.
I'm sunny day with the weather.
Oh, I forgot they're using that. Sorry. I forgot the cruncheries. You guys better call in after the game and be all angry on the call.
I need it to just like stop at a reasonable hour.
The guy with the crunch is probably like, why are they opening the weather in there?
Jared's probably so. Or the other way is like, oh, light
Look at
snow. I didn't know you could get the weather on this thing. I wonder if it has movies.
Kevin, you're a puss too. How do you like that?
I'm not calling. I don't care. That's kind of funny.
I want everybody to be mad. Phil's at dad level. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
If you want to watch, guys, we're gonna.
Pat will not call.
You're gonna.
Do you want to bet on it?
Gonna have to refresh your stream. And so when everyone's in the chat, like what happened, where's post game, you gotta refresh your stream, and then you'll be able to see it.
It won't just stay on.
We're gonna restart it so YouTube gives out another post game notification.
Oh, gotcha. So we're gonna hang up on you guys and then just reconnect.
Yeah, but you can just refresh.
Yeah, refresh.
So like when Paulie says goodbye, you're gonna go 1 Mississippi.
I'm not saying goodbye. I'm just
2
gonna keep talking.
Mississippi. 3 Mississippi, and just like 10.
Pastor Tim says Pat not calling would be the best part of postgame. He sometimes says smart things. It'd be nice if the refs called a foul on Florida State once. Thank you. Blame the refs. Nine-point game. Dan Schwarl's on TV, everybody. That was Dan Schwarls with the glasses on. Miss it.
I'm so mad that Indy's not here.
I know, but she doesn't like walking in the snow. And I was going to like pick her up and carry her to the car and then carry her in here. Grab the rebound. Oh. Yay! Now you're going to fucking call it. No. No, I can't. That's too much work. I don't get enough money.
It would legitimately be illegal for us to do play-by-play of this. I think. I know on the radio.
That's a goddamn, man. He makes that shot. Now they're back to man. Somebody grab the ball. Jesus criminy.
They're about to hit like a bomb 3, and then that's game, set, match. Or not. Freeman's back.
They can't even get a steal. Like, they don't know how to steal the ball.
Why does everybody want to be at rock bottom? Like, I don't get that.
Because then there's nowhere to go but up.
Ugh. Shoot it. Just shoot it. I don't know, but they better win one because I'm not walking to Charlotte. I need headphones, don't I?
Yeah, you just gotta. Brian was saying you had to do something with the headphone thing. You have to put it in studio or whatever.
Monitor stores?
I feel like something. I also feel like it should just always be in that. No. Why would you ever need to wear headphones and not listen to what's coming out of the monitor?
Studio monitor. I'm going to go pee.
Is your phone talking to you?
No, I'm hearing a crunch.
You're hearing nothing?
No, I'm hearing nothing.
That sounds right. And I keep messing up my shit. I'm happy, JJ. You know, I saw a tweet or a post or somebody texted to me, Lock and Load, that I thought was kind of true earlier in the season. And it was, wait, what the hell? And it was, Red might honestly be lucky that JJ is hurt because now he has a baked-in excuse if the season doesn't go well. Which, like, you hate to talk like that, but kind of makes you wonder with these results. Like, also, like, they're 6-8. Like, it's not like the world's gonna end, but this isn't good, man. They have given up 47. That's what's crazy. It was 36-34 at the half. Like, it was a game. It was such a game. Guys, this team has 6 players literally suing their coach. They had 2 weeks off and were losing. Wee!
It's not actually 6 players now. So you got that working for it.
That's true. Do 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 do. Syracuse is going to fall to 0-8 against power conference opponents this season.
Dear Lord. Walk.
I mean, they shot better from 3. 14 turnovers, though.
Have one. Have another drink. Carlos was 4th choice, by the way. They didn't have the money to pay a point guard. Oh, Peter's out for the season.
Are they going to call it a block? The dude just went up and, like, kneed him in the gut.
Pat line 1, Vito line 2, Angry John line 3, Scooter line 4 to Tuckensack in Boise State. I'm glad I heard him say Jordan's funeral is a Dollar Tree.
I think it was
Thanks.
Dollar General.
On Titter, Dollar Tree. Dollar
Oh.
General is too expensive.
Damn it. I was hoping I'd at least be at the new, like, DG Market. So, you know,
No, you're Dollar Tree material.
I mean, if there's not food at my funeral.
There is. You just got to pay $1 for it.
Well, not me.
Swedish fish. Have a box of Swedish fish.
Man, Mythic Hook and my funeral are the only two things that have brought us joy for this entire watch party. Honestly, if Mythic Hook doesn't perform at my funeral, and I don't know what he does.
That's a
but-
great band name, though.
Mythic Hook?
Yeah. They just play the hooks of songs.
Oh, that is a good point. Splash! Nope. How many threes is Cuff shot? 4. Okay, whatever. No, he fouled out. He did the thing again. Dude, I asked him. He lied to me. He lied to me after the game.
Pat doesn't like me, guys, so he's not going to call unless he's so angry.
I think Pat actually really likes you.
Does he have pictures of me all over his wall? What if that'd be weird, right?
Wow, I just saw assist. Oh, no. Jameer Watkins has 16 points on 3 of 10 shooting. 9 for 13 from the foul line. I mean, dude, they've got 2 players with 19 free throws made combined. Oh, dude. I need Jim Boeheim to call in. Should we just, like, call Devo on the phone, like right after the game?
Hey, buddy, you got anything to talk about?
How funny would that be? We just right when the game is like, I still got to do post game. Like, yeah, you do. Paulie's live right now. We'll put you in.
Like, I don't get how, like, Carlos gets all the beating on this. Donnie Freeman was equally bad. Somehow had 10 rebounds and 14 points. Only 2 turnovers? I feel like he turned the ball over a lot and he was just out of position.
All right. Say bye to everybody.
Yeah, goodbye. We're going to start postgame here. If you saw how many times, oh my God, how many times Freeman was out of position on defense, shoot it, Chris. What are we watching? Did you not see him back away on defense at least 4 times?